Hi, I'm Tandy Gutierrez, and this is your 3-day wellness reading for December 18th, 19th, and 20th. So please remember that this is a general reading. Not everything's going to make sense or ring true. It's for all of my fans, subscribers, and members to my sites and on social media. So make sure that you go, that really didn't connect for me, and that's totally okay. Just leave it and move on. The goal is for me to bring messages and omens and signs and symbols to you all through my guides and guardian angels that can help you on your path, right? To make things better, to make things make more sense. So just be listening and go, that totally resonates. Thank you so much. That was really for me. Or no, it's not for me and I'm not real sure, but maybe we'll try again later, okay? So I pull 3 cards. One for your body, one for your mind, one for your spirit, to kind of see what the energy is for these 3 days, and then give a few little recommendations to help you balance things out for your best wellness. And then I take these and I directly craft your 30-minute workouts on my site for you. So there's all these components of body, mind, and spirit of really anchored in the physical and doing workouts with me. They're all Pilates and mat based, and a lot of yoga in there too, right? And that, it takes these 3 points of the triangle for true wellness. That you've got to tend to your body with self-care. You've got to address what you're filling your mind with, right? And that you've got to anchor in spirit and something bigger than yourself to know how things really work in this life. Okay, so here we go for December 18th, 19th, and 20th. I'll pull 3 cards. I'll show them to you as we go. Okay, body, mind, and spirit. Y'all been a lot upside down lately. That's all I can say. So for your body, Father of Swords, and I'll show it to you right side up because that's the nicer thing to do so that you can see it. It's a little upside down today. So to me, in your body, this is really just that upside down energy that usually you're like charging forth and really strong and wise and with this masculine strong energy. And again, I always say this because everybody has a masculine and feminine energy. It doesn't have to pertain to a male or a female. The goal of balance and what I teach in body balance is this balance between strength and mobility, flexibility. So in that you have balance and you have completeness, right? So it's directly yin-yang. And so Father of Swords, this is kind of an interesting one because usually it's wisdom and intellect and they're kind of a little charging forward, with strength. And it's got that rainbow color on the sword, and to me that's just the divine representation of having that connection to spirit. This one's upside down, but I think it's more like I'm taking a rest. So maybe things have been a little chaotic, and that it's not that you're like weathered, you're just like, I'm putting a stake in the ground of like, my wisdom is working here for me. I need to take a little rest. Rest doesn't mean doing nothing though all the time. Like there are some cards that denote like y'all need to go take a nap and really, really rest to restore. This is more like I don't need to blow it out of the water with my physical regimen right now. I need a little bit of rest, but I still need to do. So to me, this signals that a really awesome like foam rolling exercise or foam rolling workout or tennis balls, myofascial release business of it, or stretch routine would be really lovely. Like you've been out to war, you've conquered something, and now you're kind of putting a stake in the ground and you're using your intellect to go, I don't need to blow it out of the water, I don't need to do nothing. But that's where the balance lies in this one to me. So in order to keep your masculine energy in balance, because something was really fiery that you were like headed down towards before, you need a little bit of that yin, feminine energy, and the rolling and the foam rolling and the stretching would be great. Okay, so again, rest doesn't mean do nothing. So for your mind, it's the World card, which is one of the most beautiful cards. It did also come out upside down for you guys. So to me, the World card is, in the traditional sense, is like the world is your oyster. It's coming to present itself to you, and all of the work and the effort and the connection and the cultivation that you've been doing in manifestation is like on its way or it's coming. This one's upside down, so this is all about your brain. Now, to me right now, if it's, you're upside down in the world, and this could, I'm just going to say it. Sometimes I hate saying things because I'm going to hear about them. The world may seem upside down to you right now. So your brain's trying to get a hold of things and really try to understand like what's real, what's not, where you need to be helpful, what you need to understand, how do you get the right information to understand it. Like the world's a little wonky. So this card is for your mind. Like where's your brain at? Like what's it being filled with? And you're upside down in it right now. It seems confused and it seems too big and it seems overwhelming. The easiest way to anchor in is to anchor in. So meditation, quiet time, get really rock solid in what you know to be true. Like that internal compass will set your world right side up. So if your internal compass is confused and constantly listening to too much media and too much news, or your friends or your family, it's all input like shouting at you and you're in here trying to go, how do I make a beautiful pie out of it? Time out, right? So if you're feeling upside down in your brain and overwhelmed about the world, then it is time to go quiet and go in, because you are the entire world, right? You're the only experience of the world that you have. So from the inside, you're feeling upside down because you're listening to all these external things. And that's when it's time to quit listening to the external, anchor in, meditate. And I say meditate and not anything else. You need the quiet. You need to hear your own thoughts. And everybody goes, I can't quiet my thoughts. The point is not to be silent. The point is to witness. And the point is to calm down and to clear out. And if that takes a lot of calming down and a lot of clearing out, take a time out. So this is just for these 3 days, December 18th, 19th, and 20th. Even if it's just a 2-minute meditation for these 3 days, please do that, because it seems like things are feeling really overwhelming. And if you'll just kind of take a little time out and what you're filling your noggin with, then you'll have that internal sense of compass and right side upness. Okay? Well, I said that, and then your spirit, goodness gracious, is really beautiful. Okay? So 4 of Wands, it's fire, it's courage, it's willfulness in a good way, that you're willing to do things. It's creating something in the world, but this 4 is, persistence and perseverance. So this card to me always looks like the inner eye, the third eye. Like, so if you turn it to the side, beautiful eyeball, right? It just coincides with your mind's feeling upside down right now. Your spirit says this is totally right side up. Your intuition and your internal knowledge and your internal anchoring it's right side up. So listen to yourself. But in order to get to this, third eye cultivation of understanding where your internal compass is on the world, then you have to meditate. The only way that this comes to fruition is through a consistent practice of meditation. But because this is the card you pulled for your spirit, like, that's great, because it says your spirit's strong. It's just your mind's a little wonky puss right now. That's okay, we're human. It happens to me too. Okay? So for these 3 days, Father of Swords, the world, and the 4 of Wands. 4 and 1 is 5. 21 is 3. 3 and 5 is 8. 8 is abundance and empowerment. It's the infinity sign. So it's this duality of spirit and earthly world, and how do those go together, right? So it's an empowerment thing. And to get to real empowerment and wisdom and understanding and that internal knowledge and making the world make sense and not seem completely topsy-turvy is totally a spiritual experience, right? It's that fusion of intellect and intuition. And so then you get that like soup emotion. I guess it would be more like that. Okay? So I also have a brand new deck, which I love so much. It's my unicorns, and they're just fun, and they're kind of straightforward and direct to it, so I'm going to give you guys a little unicorn today. Because your brain seems a little mucked up, so we're going to come charging in with the sparkly unicorn. And unicorns, too, are this, wonderful symbolic convergence of intellect and magic, divinity. So that's what their little, horn is that their third eye and intuition is so powerful, right? But they're strong, they're functional, they're totally like these gorgeous stallions, right? So I love them. Okay. So, you know, this is lovely. This is talk about your feelings. Tell your little kitty cat friend what you're feeling. So your mind has really got you in a bundle right now. Okay? So go talk to somebody. Even here, or leave a little comment, let me know. I'm listening. I love to hear from you guys, especially with these readings. I love doing them so much that it's really helpful and selfishly rewarding to hear how they interact and interplay for you all. So talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel, and work your way through the pieces that don't feel good, that you're sad about, that you're angry about, that you're really confused about. Okay? If you need some help with your fitness or your food and you want to come work out with me, mattinkitchen.com. And I've got another project launching really soon. I can't wait to share it with you guys. And please like, share, comment on these. Again, the world can always use more goodness, and you never know who you're helping by passing it along, like who's going to hear something that really makes a positive difference in their life. So be a part of this positive progression, right? Be a part of the daisy chain of spreading goodness in the world, because really you can't do too much of that. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys so much.